tangible reminder of the investment that Tahitian Noni International has made in the islands of Tahiti. The stringent control which began during harvesting is echoed and even amplified once the drums reach the processing plant in Mataaea. Opened on April 1st, 2005, and boasting 85,000 square feet of space, this facility is the largest of its kind anywhere in the world. This is where noni fruit puree is created from the raw fruit that arrives from outlying islands. When the drums arrive and the tracking numbers are checked, they are carefully weighed and then opened to inspect the fruit. Each batch begins with the creation of a batch record. This is where the tracking number of every drum of fruit is recorded, and reports are made throughout the processing as quality checks and other testing take place. The inspected fruit is then run through a process called finishing. In the finisher, the seeds, stems, and skins are removed, and the flesh of the fruit is turned into a puree. Then comes a pivotal step. Using the revolutionary Wadsworth Story process, the puree is pasteurized. But unlike traditional pasteurization, this breakthrough method ensures a sanitary product without denaturing the puree. All the beneficial properties of the noni fruit are left intact. This Wadsworth Story process is completely proprietary. It is owned and protected by Tahitian Noni International. Checking, double-checking, and then checking again is the order of the day at the Tahiti processing plant. The end result is a pure and natural noni fruit puree, which is loaded into lined shipping totes. Each of these totes, which hold 230 gallons of puree, is marked with a lot number, the date, and the time of filling, and a composite sample number. The composite sample is critical. Before a tote is sealed for shipping, quality control personnel take a sample and subject it to a battery of purity tests. Only when it meets TNI's exacting quality standards is it ready to ship to bottling plants throughout the world. The fruit, of course, is not the only part of the noni plant that is processed here. TNI is the only company in the world that takes the trouble to extract the precious oil from the noni seed. It takes approximately 50,000 seeds to collect just 1 ounce of oil, but the beneficial properties of this gift of nature are unmistakable. Noni seed oil is a vital ingredient in Tahitian Noni's beauty and skincare products. These wonderfully soothing and beneficial products also make use of the juice extracted from the harvested noni leaves. The noni leaves are initially dried and gently packed on the islands where they are harvested and then shipped to the plant in Mataaea. Here they are processed to create a very pure noni leaf liquid extract. Just as with the puree, every step is checked and rechecked. A sizable portion of each noni leaf shipment is set aside and used for creating noni leaf tea, the flagship product of Tahitian noni cafes now found throughout the world.
I've heard it said that the process is compatible with the beauty of the islands. What about the people of Tahiti? What do they think of Tahitian Noni International? How does this new industry affect them?
There is no place in the world like Tahiti. The commitment of Tahitian Noni International to maintain the pristine nature of these islands is unmeasured. Tahitian Noni International runs perhaps the most environmentally friendly industry in the world. With wild-crafted noni trees growing abundantly and naturally, this highly sustainable resource is nourished only by the sun and the rain, no chemical fertilizers. The process of growing and harvesting the elements of the noni tree leaves the environment virtually untouched, which is completely in keeping with the traditions of the islands. From the very beginning, the relationship between TNI and the people of Tahiti has been one of friendship and trust. The idea of growing and harvesting noni as a way of earning income was unheard of before Tahitian Noni International. Indeed, when these harvesters were children, the monetary value of the noni fruit was unknown. There was no market for noni.
Wanen hei au ia imi te te tumo rawea no te hoor amai te whare nou e nau ta amu tamari no rira e paru oe te oe te mea I hawhawha I ta utua whare e hamai te iro te orara au ta umu tamari wanen hei au ia tura ia rato I ta rato hapira ma te whiwhi ore no te aufora I te mo uhipa no te hapira.
In less than a decade, the noni fruit went from having no commercial value to becoming the #1 agricultural export in all of Tahiti. This explosive growth has caught the attention of government officials at the highest levels.
Alors si l'on regarde par exemple la réussite de cette entreprise, le pays doit être fier et cette entreprise peut servir d'exemple pour nous. Et à ce moment-là, inciter d'autres chefs d'entreprise à faire pareil.
We need more enterprise like the Noni enterprise in this country, and mostly for our people, for the families in those far islands like the Marquesas Islands. They used to live on copra and fishing. Now I know those families are focused on Noni. It's real good income for those families, and our hope is that this enterprise will last forever in this country.
Et dans ce pays, nous avons suffisamment de ressources en la matière. Or, l'agriculture, pour nous, c'est un secteur primaire, un secteur qui a de l'avenir. Et nous avons besoin de chefs d'entreprise du type de Tahitian Noni.
There's no impact at all on the environment, I should say, because those plants just grow in the bush, but there are some people now who started to plant, more trees to get more income.
Tenera iroto te te ai tu raton hai brown e fatiana ni te ma no to raton mai te iso no te mete no te taat ora ine purri ni te ane ye ti temo te no ti temo te harna me rato to raton no hi a ai tarato eroveni te era te ai te no te mete taat ora no rato no tato ni mo fea ma hoi e no te whenua to e no to tato hiru atu mo e purri ni te tato.
T&I's relationship with the people of Tahiti is one of mutual benefit, friendship, and sincere trust. The company's presence in Tahiti offers the ideal low-impact, small-footprint approach to local prosperity. Rarely has any company had such a profound influence on an entire country, an entire nation, an entire people.
Hvor T&I-produktene pakket? Det samme I hver flaske med Tahitian Noni?
From its ancestral home in the heart of the warm Pacific, the pure and natural noni puree is shipped to bottling plants strategically placed for maximum efficiency. In Guangzhou, China, in Leipzig, Germany, in the Chubu district of Japan, and in Utah in the United States. These are the first of many finished manufacturing facilities positioned throughout the globe, perfectly placed to establish product manufacturing close to consumers. T&I's global facilities manufacture Tahitian noni juice, of course, but also a wide range of additional Tahitian noni products, each one receiving the same attention to detail in quality and purity. Tahitian Noni International operates many separate facilities, yet each produces the same consistent, high-standard product, bottle after bottle.
一点关系都没有，因为无论我们身处世界哪一个地方，我们都是用心去制造我们的果汁。
Here in Guangzhou, every step in the process is done exactly the same way that it's done in Japan, in the United States, and in Germany. The same processes, the same quality control checks, and essentially the same equipment that complies with accepted good manufacturing practices. It's T&I's guarantee that the customer always gets nothing but the best.